All right, so let's kind of look at the broad strokes before we start getting to the questions from the people. And again, if you have questions for Vance, put them in the comments. You whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, just go to the comments, drop your questions. I'll get them to Vance at the end. But give me what you were really encouraged by in a nutshell from game one, and then the things that you kind of looked at and you say, you know what, Sam and fans, they need to work on this. They need to clean this up coming out of game one. What would those things be? Started with what you were encouraged by.
He picked up right where he left off. I mean, the first series, the first third down, where you just see pressure. He's an aggressive. Coach Mendel's an aggressive play caller. I love what he does. They do a great job disguising. They come from different positions on the field. Different guys are coming, and so that keeps an offense off balance. They got enough twist up front that now it gives time for those guys up front to make plays, not just saying, "Hey, I'm blocking me." So he takes pressure off of those guys. Then in the secondary, they do a great job disguising. They play a variety of guys. And right now, I can see leadership out of Lil Mike. My biggest concern coming to this season, when you lost Big Mozzie inside, you know I love Big Mike. I'm like, you lost two really good football players up front who I thought were leaders of the football team. Right now, in the first ball game in East Carolina, they might be better right now than any time that we were last year up front. And that's scary. So if I'm an offensive team from the play Michigan, I'm like, wait a minute now. They lost these guys, and you lost my man Turner out there at corner, and my man Johnson didn't play. And I saw that, I'm like, ooh, I got to go against that. If I'm UNLV, I'm gonna call in sick. I said, I'm going to the roulette table. I'm gonna bet on the green, the 00. We're not coming. Just send us our money. We already done marked that down because we know right now physically they're gonna beat us down. They played nice versus East Carolina. 33, that was nice. I'm looking at 42 to 2. I don't give them a safety because we're going to drop a ball in the end zone because they get a punt that gets down the 2-yard line. We got a bad snap, and we get set tackle in the end zone. I'm looking at 42 to 2. I'm just saying, Sam. That's all.
You telling me Icky Woods and Suge Knight not running through the door for you, and Randall Cunningham not running through the door for UNLV, huh?
Let me tell you what kind of chance they got. You see me sitting right here with a knee replacement? They got the same chance I got. If we got to start running 100 meters and say, I'm going against Usain Bolt. That's what kind of chance they got. They better hope lightning strike 5 or 6 times and call the game. That's the only chance they got, Sam. They're going to show up for a payday. That's all. That's all. It's a payday. You know what they're going to get? Some good clam chowder. That's about all they're going to get out of this game.
So, all right, Vance, you always highlight something, even in victory, that they need to clean up. So, coming out of this game, what were the things that you saw? And I know we're going to hit some of these things in the film study, but what were some of the things you saw that the defense needs to clean up coming out of this game?
Right now, what I saw, East Carolina had a small game plan. They went to 2 backs for protection, and then they leaking backs out of the backfield. Versus all the different pressures that we have, whether it's a zone pressure or anything like that, they need to understand in coverage when we got a pressure on, who should I cover, who should I not cover? Because one time they had lightning 2 roll. They bring in a nickel and a backer from the field, 2 back set. Well, the back to the weak side got out, nobody was there. So you got to understand, if we're going to bring pressure to the field, that means that guy can't get out. Therefore, linebacker go weak. So they're going to see some more of that. They're going to see FSL or see how you adjust to that. Like we saw last year, we had some issues. So the same thing is going to occur. The next thing is on the zone replay. We got to make sure if you have the quarterback, take the quarterback. East Carolina's quarterback was scared. I mean, you're talking about the ghost of Mr. Chicken, Don Knotts. That's what I saw out of that quarterback. He's scared to death. But down the line, the quarterback going to pull that football. We got to make sure that we execute, have the right guys, take the right guys. You have the dive, take the dive. If you have the quarterback, take the quarterback. And now the young kid, the transfer from, I guess, Clemson, number 5, the defensive end, if you're an edge player, stay on the edge. Just do your job. Don't try to make a great play. I'm not big on guys making great plays. If you do your job, that's a good football play. Therefore, we win. They had a play come out the back end because he tried to make a great play. And we had a linebacker sitting in the C gap. He jumped in the C gap. Things you can get cleaned up. So I think people are going to tackle the zone replay, throwing the ball into the boundary, and see how we handle that. That's what I see going forward.
Yeah, little Mike, you're talking about the half quarter. It was a play I'm sure you're gonna point out in the film study where little Mike got caught a little inside. Quarterback didn't have it, didn't keep it. So no worse for the wear, no harm, no foul. But to your point, you got to make sure you're on top of that. And then number 5, yeah, transfer. Not hey, it's first game, not making any excuses, Vance. Just giving an explanation. First game as a transfer for the young fella from Coastal Carolina. So little Mike's high school teammate, Josiah Stewart. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what happens game 1 to game 2. Did you always find what they say to be true, that you made the biggest improvement from game 1 to game 2?
You know, you do see some of those things because you get the kinks out. You've been hitting each other all during camp. And so as you get ready to hit somebody else, all of a sudden guys kind of lose their mind, be out of control. The second ball game, they're a little bit more calm. They understand what we have to do, and they go out and execute better, and they take that next step forward. So it's a lot of truth to that. But again, like I say, UNLV, like I say, they coming in just for a paycheck and for a clam chowder. It's going to be a beatdown. I mean, I don't care what you see. You know, JJ, the offense can go up and down the field like nobody's out there, and our defensive line is going to destroy these people. So I expect people talking about sacks. If they want to drop back at all, don't be surprised if we get 4 or 5 sacks in this ball game. So people quit talking about, well, we're not getting any pressure. We got a lot of pressure, but what they were doing, 7-man protection and quick throws, you're not going to get sacks. You just get pressure. We'll get about 4 or 5 sacks. Don't be surprised at that. So again, I'm talking 42-2. People say you got a 2 point. Yeah, 42-2. 2. Yeah, I'm calling it right here.